हेलो, नमस्कार एंड वेलकम टू द न्यू एपिसोड ऑफ टॉकिंग पॉइंट ब्लैंक। सो आज हम बात करेंगे जहां हमने कल बात ख़त्म की थी और जहां मैंने बोला था कि पाकिस्तान जो है ये ना सुधरने वाला है ना ये सीखने वाला है। और वही हुआ कल रात को। पाकिस्तान ने फिर से एक सीरीज़ ऑफ वेव ऑफ अटैक्स जो हैं वो किए इंडिया पे। 26 डिफरेंट लोकेशंस वर टारगेटेड अक्रॉस द कंट्री। इसमें उन्होंने अटैक्स जो हैं ये शुरू किए जम्मू से, श्रीनगर से, पंजाब से। पहले इन लोकेशंस पे जो हैं इन्होंने स्वॉर्म ड्रोन्स भेजे, मिसाइल्स, प्रोजेक्टाइल्स यूज़ किए। और उसके बाद जब वहाँ पर सक्सेसफुल इंटरवेंशन हुआ इनके यूएवीज़ का, इनके ड्रोन्स का, इनके प्रोजेक्टाइल्स का, इनके रॉकेट्स का, तो उसके बाद इन्होंने जो है वो स्पेक्ट्रम अपना बड़ा किया एंड देन दे ट्राइड टू स्ट्राइक मोर। इन्होंने पंजाब में कई बेसिस पे ट्राई किया, श्रीनगर में दोबारा ट्राई किया, जम्मू में दोबारा ट्राई किया, पठानकोट पे ट्राई किया, उधमपुर में ट्राई किया, उसके बाद पोखरन में ट्राई किया। यहाँ तक कि इनका एक ड्रोन जो है वो गिरा भी आके पंजाब में, और उसमें एक फैमिली थी गाड़ी में जिसमें उनके 3 लोग थे, वो ज़ख्मी भी हुए। 3 सिविलियंस गॉट इंजर्ड इन दैट इंसिडेंट। उसके अलावा इन्होंने आदमपुर एयरबेस पे अटैक किया, भुज में इन्होंने अटैक किया, राजस्थान में पोखरन पे किया, जोधपुर पे किया। जोधपुर एयरबेस पे को इन्होंने अपना निशाना बनाया। और उतना ही नहीं, बट ऑन देयर टारगेट लास्ट नाइट वाज दिल्ली ऑल्सो। इन्होंने दिल्ली पे फतेह 1 मिसाइल जो है वो फायर किया, जिसमें जो 8 उसने जाकर इनके फतेह 1 को इंटरसेप्ट किया सिरसा के ऊपर हरियाणा के पास, और उसको इनवैलिड कर दिया। सो पाकिस्तान ने जो है कल रात से फिर से कोशिश की कि एस्केलेट करें। इन्होंने बहुत हैवी एलओसी पे जो है फायरिंग भी जारी रखी, आर्टिलरी शेल्स भी जारी रखे, सिविलियन एरियाज़ को भी टारगेट किया। उड़ी, कुपवारा, टंगडार में जो है इनका फोकस था, रजौरी, पुंछ में इनका फोकस था। तो पाकिस्तान जो है वो अपनी हरकत से सुधरा नहीं, और देन इंडिया रेसिप्रोकेटेड एज यूजुअल इन द सेम टोन एंड सेम मैनर। और इंडियन स्ट्राइक्स जो थी वो फिर पाकिस्तानी एयर बेसिस पे हुई, और फिर बाय मॉर्निंग वी ऑल केम टू नो कि क्या हुआ इनके साथ। इनकी जो एयर बेस हैं, चाहे फिर वो रावलपिंडी में थी, रावलपिंडी में इनके एयरबेस पे मिसाइल गिरा, दैट वाज डिस्ट्रॉयड, दैट एयरबेस हैज़ एक्सटेंसिव डैमेज टू इट। लाहौर में जो हैं ड्रोन्स गिरे, लाहौर DHA 6-7 के पास जो है मल्टीपल ड्रोन्स जो हैं वो गिरे। उनकी फुटेजेस जो हैं पाकिस्तान से वो आई, वो सोशल मीडिया पे अपलोड हुई। उसके अलावा फिर पाकिस्तान ने दोबारा से रिटेलिएट करने की कोशिश की। सो ऑब्वियसली फिर इंडिया ने जो है वो रिटेलिएट किया स्ट्राइक्स, एंड इंडियन रिटेलिएशन वाज मेजर्ड बट वेरी फर्म। हमने इनका नूर खान एयरबेस जो है उस पर स्ट्राइक किया, सक्सेसफुल स्ट्राइक रहा। उसके बाद हमने चकलाला पे किया, उसके बाद हमने शौरकोट पे किया। और जो ये एयर स्ट्राइक्स हुए ये रावलपिंडी में हुए, ये लाहौर में हुए। इनके रडार पोजीशंस पे भी अटैक किया गया, उनको भी डिसेबल किया गया। इनके रडार्स पे अटैक किया गया, रडार पोजीशंस पे अटैक की गई। और उसके बाद पाकिस्तान जो है, पाकिस्तान ISPR का रात को 3 बजे के आसपास, 3:30 अबाउट इन द मॉर्निंग, दे केम विद एन इमरजेंसी प्रेशर। नाउ there is a theater of absurdity, something which is called a theater of absurdity, but I think Pakistan has crossed that level of absurdity when it comes to giving official statements, and that was quite reflective of the press statement which was given by DGISPR in the middle of the night. DGISPR came and he said that India has basically attacked Afghanistan with drones and missiles. Apart from Pakistan, India has used air-to-surface missiles to take out installations not only in Pakistan, but they've gone ahead and they have attacked Afghanistan. Now, this might sound very, very suspicious, very absurd to everybody, but unfortunately the problem is, I think that DGISPR in himself was addressing his own home people, his own domestic audience. मुझे ये लगता है कि कहीं पे DGISPR के जो स्टेटमेंट्स है, जिस तरीके से वो बात करते हैं, दैट इज़ रिफ्लेक्टिव ऑफ अ डीपर माइंडसेट ऑफ पाकिस्तान, की उनको अपनी आवाम को बेवकूफ़ और अपनी आवाम को जो है दे वांट टू, जिसको हम वर्गलाना कहते हैं, ये उनको वर्गलाना चाहते हैं और उनको जो है बेवकूफ़ बनाना चाहते हैं और उनको ये बिलीव कराना चाहते हैं कि जो ये कह रहे हैं वो सच है और जो इनकी स्टेटमेंट्स हैं वही जो हैं वही एक गॉस्पेल ट्रुथ है. But I don't think they actually even think about, a moment of what they say and the ramifications of that in the Western world or in the broader world at all. I mean, anybody who will be listening, in Western world or any other part of the world to that press conference would have either had laughed in splits, would have broken up in splits, or would have had a headache and would have got his head in his hand and said, "How worse can you get?" That is the level of absurdity when it comes to DGISPR and DGISPR's press conferences, which are increasingly becoming nothing but a mere joke, not only for Pakistan, but, for a source of entertainment for the rest of the world as well. So that is the theater of absurdity which came out at 3 in the morning, and then Pakistan suddenly decided that, enough is enough and they need to strike back. उसके बाद हमने पाकिस्तान का देखा कि पाकिस्तान ने स्ट्राइक बैक किया. उन्होंने बहुत हल्ला शोर मचाया कि हम अब जो है ये ऑल आउट वॉर है एंड दिस इज गोइंग टू बी अ डिफाइनिंग मोमेंट एंड वी विल टीच इंडिया लेसन. एज यूजुअल द रेट्रिक वाज वेरी हाई. They attacked Srinagar again, they attacked all the bases again, and one by one all their attacks were very effectively neutralized by the Indian army, by the Indian defense personnel. And that includes Air Force and Army both, and Navy, people of Navy as well. So Pakistan not only lost its credibility in terms of its military capability once again last night, but Pakistan also lost the will, because at the end of the day, Pakistan was so beaten, bruised, that Pakistan had no idea what to sell anymore to their own people and to the world. And that is exactly what happened. क्योंकि इंडिया ने जिस हिसाब से नैरेटिव चेंज किया, इंडिया का जो रिस्पॉन्स था, पाकिस्तान वॉज नो मैच. पाकिस्तान की डिफेंस वॉज नो मैच, पाकिस्तान की मिसाइल्स वर नो मैच, पाकिस्तान की एयरफोर्स वॉज नो मैच. देयर वॉज एब्सोल्युटली नो मैच between, and this disparity of you can say capabilities was completely exposed between the two countries by morning today. Now Pakistanis went back battered and bruised, literally battered and bruised, and look at their body language from their politicians to their military generals, including DGISPR. Look at his face; it looks like he's about to cry. Literally, his face is like he's about to cry. And then they came up with their usual, after half an hour of their attack, when everything failed, they came up again with that new, their absolute absurd argument that Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif has called for a nuclear committee to have a meeting, and we all know what that is. That is basically a nuclear threat to India again, that we are going to use our nuclear weapons. So the argument I'm trying to make here is that we talk about if Pakistan goes to war with India, maybe Pakistan will last 3.5 days, or maybe 4 days, or a week, or 10 days, or whatever. But what happened since last night and early morning tonight, Pakistan packed up in mere 3 hours. They couldn't sustain 3 hours, because after 3 hours we have been constantly battering them all across Pakistan. हम सियालकोट में स्ट्राइक कर रहे हैं, हमने जैकबाबाद एयरपोर्ट पे स्ट्राइक किया है, हमने शाह फैसल इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट पे स्ट्राइक किया है, हमने सरगोदा पे स्ट्राइक किया है, हमने शाहबाज, इनकी PAF की एक बड़ी it's a very prestigious air base of Pakistan Air Force. We have destroyed that. We have destroyed बलौरी के पास इनकी एक एयर बेस है, हमने उसको डिस्ट्रॉय किया है. So Pakistani air bases are getting destroyed. खान रहीम यार खान में हमने बहुत स्ट्राइक करके वो एयर बेस भी जो है वो उसको पार्शल डिस्ट्रॉय किया है. Their runways have been taken off. It's like Indian Army and Indian Defense is actually toying with Pakistan. It's actually getting to that level where you're literally toying with them in their own country and they have no answer to it. And you know what? The worst thing is adding insult to the injury, what we call adding salt to the wound. Whatever drones they are being shooting down, people are taking it away to sell it in scrap. And the most absurd thing has happened in Lahore. 2 people on a motorcycle actually came took the debris away from the Pakistani military who was trying to collect that debris and ran away. And now Pakistani authorities are actually chasing them to locate them. And this is not a fake news. This is not a narrative. This is a fact I'm telling you, which the Pakistani media is reporting right now when I'm talking to you. Just about half an hour ago, I read this news and I was literally laughing, honestly. So I had a good field day. When it comes to entertainment from Pakistan. But look, war is a serious business. We have had our losses, and we need to pay homage to people who died in the morning in Pakistani response, especially people along LOC and IB. Rajouri में इन्होंने आर्टिलरी शेलिंग की बहुत हैवी इन द मॉर्निंग. उसमें रजौरी के जो ADC हैं, एडिशनल डिप्टी कमिश्नर Mr. Lamba, he was grievously injured and then he succumbed to his injuries. And not only him, along with him, 4 other people, including a 2-year-old girl child, unfortunately lost her life as well. So there are real lives here at stake and people are losing their lives. But Pakistan doesn't care about it. What Pakistan care about is its own inflated ego, its own inflated sense of, I don't know, should I call it illusion? Or should I call it, no, actually it is not even illusion. It's a sense of delusion. This nation is completely delusional and it is governed by people who live in absolute delusion. And the reality is that since the attacks have happened, their General-in-Chief Mullah Munir is nowhere to be seen. Not even a single statement to his men, not even a single statement to his country, not even a single statement to the press. The guy has gone incommunicado. He's completely disappeared from the Pakistan. From Pakistan, it seems like he's completely disappeared. Right. So what is next for Pakistan? Look, at the end of the day, Pakistan thought that they hold the escalation ladder with themselves, but we have taken that control of that escalation ladder, and now literally almost unchallenged, at will, we are pounding Pakistan wherever we want to pound Pakistan, whether it is in Karachi, whether it is in Islamabad, whether it is in Lahore, whether it is in Peshawar, whether it is in Rawalpindi, whether it is in in any other part of Pakistan, whether it is in Sindh, Karachi I've mentioned. So Indian forces are having a field day with Pakistan, but Pakistan, being Pakistan, still is living in denial, still is living in delusion, and is still lying not only to itself but to the entire world the reality about Pakistan. And the reality is that this is not going to end well for Pakistan. It is not going to end well for Pakistani politicians like Shahbaz Sharif and co. It is also not going to end well for the Pakistani generals. The way this thing is headed, it is quite seen that Pakistani people are sick and tired of being, victims, of being fodder cannon for the Pakistani military. And we have seen protests in Pakistan. In Rawalpindi, people came out on the road and they said they need Imran Khan back. Now, imagine when a country which is at war with your neighbor, which is literally at war with your neighbor, your people are coming in, they're looking at replacing the current regime with somebody who has been jailed in Pakistan and his name is Imran Khan. So Pakistan government is in disarray, Pakistan military is in disarray, Pakistan as a nation is in disarray. But despite this disarray, Pakistan refuses to acknowledge and to accept its mistakes and still keeps on, being delusional about fighting with India and India being enemy number one. So what I see coming from here is that no de-escalation is going to happen. And there are talks about de-escalation in Pakistan also. Pakistani hawks on TV have started now coming and talking about it. Najam Sethi is now talking about, till a few days ago, he was talking about war. And guess what? The Pakistani famous YouTuber Kamar Chima, who was screaming and shouting till morning that we are going to teach India a lesson and we have created so many of damages in India, is now saying that peace is the only way forward. So that is a subtle message, a sense of defeat the Pakistanis have slowly started accepting. But will Mullah Munir accept his defeat, bow down his head, and will he let go of the chair of the general in Pakistan? I don't think that is going to happen. Until Munir is in power in Pakistan, I don't see this war winding up. I see this war escalating more and more, and India will have to respond harder and harder to bring Pakistan right down to its knees. So I'll be bringing you more updates. If you like this video, kindly like it, share it, and subscribe it. And till next time, thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.